Hi, it's Anish Raja from A Raja Properties. Hope you're well. I'm just going to continue on my short series of videos about letting agencies to give you a bit of insight into how they work and how I operate differently. So one thing you may not be aware of is that most letting agencies, now obviously I can't say all because I can't physically have evidence of all agencies doing this, but most letting agencies will operate a kind of kickback or commission scheme with their contractors. So what this means is that the agency will instruct contractors on the basis that the contractors will then pay a fixed fee. It could be a 10%, 15% fee back to the agency upon the value of any work that the agency gives to the contractor. So obviously agencies have systems and software where they have a record of all the jobs they give to certain contractors, and they'll have agreed at the outset before instructing those contractors that 10% of the value of all the works that the contractor charges to ultimately the landlord will then be given back to the agency as a kickback or a commission. Now I find this practice quite disturbing and quite upsetting really. As a landlord myself, I want my agency to work with me in providing the best outcome and at the cheapest or the most reasonable prices. Now obviously if you think about it, if a contractor has to then pay 10% or 15% back to the agency, they're just going to increase their fees by 10% or 15%. So ultimately it's the landlord that loses out. So a job that would ordinarily cost £100, for instance, the contractor will have to give £10 or 10% back to the agency. So they'll just increase their fee to £110. And ultimately it's the landlord that pays that fee, isn't it? So from my perspective, I don't like this practice. It goes on, it's quite widespread. It's something that you may not be aware of, and it hurts your bottom line rather than the agency. The agency is getting paid twice. They're charging you to manage their house or you to manage your house or property, and then when something goes wrong and they need to call a maintenance contractor, they'll also charge the contractor for any jobs that they carry out. So the agent's getting two bites of the cherry, which I don't particularly like the thought of. My business is completely different to that. I don't have any kickbacks or commissions. I'll instruct contractors that I've used personally myself on my own portfolio, so I know they're good contractors. I know they won't rip me off because they've not ripped me off before, so they won't rip you off, and I won't take any kickbacks or commissions from those contractors. So that's one thing that I will do, and I promise to do that, and that's not to take any kickbacks or commissions from any contractors. So if you are interested in using my services, you can either send me a message, give me a call, and as I've said before, my charges and fees are completely transparent, and you can see them on my website. You can see all the services I provide. So hopefully I'll hear from you soon. Thanks.